Today we're going to do part three of my wardrobe. And part one, we talked about what is in my collection. Actually, since then, there has been an increase in my collection. Not because I bought new things, I did not do that. I got more things for my mom, basically hot bags. And then part two, we went through just general outfits and trends and how I've recorded over 500 different outfits over a span of 10 years. So just going through the analysis of my outfits. Now, I do want to show and highlight 27 outfits that I love. Some are expensive, some are less than a cup of coffee. So it's not about the price, as I always mention. It's the intention. I think when we talk about the pieces that I have, the collection, that is unique pieces that are either basic, wow, or wow. However, when I talk about outfits, it's how they all come together. And more importantly, how do I want to feel and how do I want to show up? To me, that's the most important thing. It's not about the cost of the outfit. It's not about the cost of the pieces. It's how you put them together so they show up in a way I want to be seen. And yes, let's get into 27 of them. I'm going to divide them by seasons. So winter, winter, autumn. I know it's weird, but winter, autumn, spring, summer, and then just some other starters. So 27 of them. Let's start with winter. When we talk about winter, I am very interested in a popping color because the thing about winter I've noticed is that everyone is a bit gloomy, a bit sad, a bit black and white. In fact, a lot more black, and it's a little down. Not a big fan of that. And I always do enjoy a popping color, showing the sunshiness in a day of a sad, gloomy, cold winter. So the first one I do want to feature is what I wore on my birthday this year. It is a poppin magenta. So I've got this beautiful wool, long sleeve wool dress, and then I popped it up with a coat, my Max Mara coat, a little poodle Swarovski poodle brooch just to shine a little on the collar, and then also my knee-high boots because my knee-high boots is the boots that I wear every single winter. You will see that in all of them. I'm always wearing the Stuart Weitzman knee-high boots, and it's really nice because when it was not that cold, I could take because during the day the sun was out, so I could take the coat off, and it was beautiful. It was shiny. It was nice magenta, bright pink, pinkish, and it really uplifted the mood of people. I noticed because before, like I was doing quite a bit of shopping on my birthday, as you know, birthdays. It was people seemed a bit bored. Winter, it's cold and gloomy. But when I walked in, I could feel that people started to be a bit more uplifted in their mood. So it's quite fun. It You bring a bit of sunshine everywhere you go, and I think that's the point of styling up. I do want to bring and leave little bits of sunshine as I go when I meet people. The second one is a Tokyo winter. This also happened this year. And what I wanted to do is to get a pop of coral amongst the sea of gray. Because in Tokyo, in wintertime especially, my goodness, everyone is dressed in black. Black or gray, sometimes white, but it's all very dark colors. So I didn't want to do that. So what I wore below was I wore an underlayer below, which is my Uniqlo cashmere kind of like heat tech to keep me warm. I have my Dior long sleeve dress on top, and my knee high boots as always. And then I wore my Dior bar jacket, coral jacket over. And it's really stunning because it's for a work thing. That's why I have my Hermes bag with my laptop in there. It has a lot of little pockets, so I like it very much. They're a little bag charm. But everything is very black. Everything is very dark. And I wanted a little pop in color because if you look on the streets, it's all black and it's really quite boring and quite sad. So I wanted a little pop in color. And I did notice that people were staring in an inspirational way, as in, oh, I could wear colors in winter. I could see that in the eyes of some people when I took the subway. The next one is what I wore to the Great Wall of China, or the Great Wall. And I wore four different layers. So this is something new because This was a very cold day, very cold and very, very windy. That's the thing. Cold is still okay because you just layer up, but the wind is just a bit annoying. So I never knew I could dress and style it up like this. But it's very interesting because when it gets very cold, I find it very difficult to look cute. And I find it very difficult to look presentable. I'm not interested in wearing a lot of puffers and you just look like the Michelin men. Don't worry, I'm not a big fan of it. And so how do I style it in a way where I look chic, I look elegant, I look light and easy, yet practically fitted so that I'm warm? And this is what I wore. So I wore my wool turtleneck below. I wore the cashmere jumper on top. And then I wore my crop puffer from Burberry. And I bought this on a whim when I was in Poland a couple of autumns ago because I completely forgot to bring warm clothes. So that was the thing. I just went to the store real quick, picked it up, and it's been with me since. So it's really nice because it's crop. And I don't like puffers. It's the only puffer that I have because I find puffer very bulky looking because it's crop. It doesn't look that bulky and it's extremely, extremely warm. And what I did, and I wore my corduroy trousers, my favorite trousers every winter. I wear it every winter. I can't find it anymore because I need to get it replaced. But I wear it every winter. I've got gloves as well. And then I just put my Max Mara big coat over. It's really cool because the Max Mara coat is it it runs in a size where if I wear it normally, it fits me perfectly. But if I want to wear it with a puffer below just to have an extra layer of warmth, it still looks completely fine. And I can tie it so it cinches in the waist and it looks completely normal. It doesn't look too bulky. So I really like this kind of layering to be very warm yet looking very presentable. And then the other one was this year in Shanghai. This is really fun because I wanted something warm enough, but it was not a crazy, crazy cold day that day. So it's warm enough that I don't need a big, big coat. What I did was to put on my Ralph Lauren blazer. It's 100% virgin wool blazer and it's very nice. It's very nicely fitted with mensing collar. And I thought the style was a bit like an equestrian kind of style. I don't have jeans per se. So this is kind of like it's not really jeans, but I think it's a bit more of a jegging. So it's this green jeggings that I bought in Spain one of the sprigs. I wore my knee-high boots, so it has the equestrian style already. On the top, I wore my sateen green, because it's all green. So I got my sateen green blouse with my cashmere Nautica jumper, and then my leather gloves, and also the Ralph Lauren wool blazer. And I got my Chloe mini Drew bag. This is really, really fun because it's a bit more, it's a bit tighter. So it does show off. It shows off my butt in the cold winter, but it's not in a vulgar way. It's more in a put together way, just like as you would wear if you're in an equestrian. But it is also fashionable. A lot of people were staring, and I just did a simple ponytail with sunglasses, and that was it. That's how I went about my day in Shanghai. This was a fun day. And my mom kept looking at me and go, "You look very good like this." And I said, "Thank you, mom." And so yes, I like this fit. I also like it because it's not your usual black and white that you see in winter. It's green. The base is green with a pop and baby pink. And then you also have this black and white as a blazer just to neutralize everything. And I really like it because it's not your usual black and white. The other one is Winter in Hong Kong. And this was, I forgot when. Oh, this was last year, and this was towards the end of winter. So I was going to a business meeting, and I didn't want to wear too many things. So what I did was throw on a wool dress. So this is a dress that I wear to a lot of conferences because it's very nice, it's elegant, it's tweed, and it looks very put together, not vulgar, simple, elegant, and chic. So the way to get a pop in color. So I wore my Stuart Weitzman knee-high boots because that's the only boots that I wear every single winter. And to get the pop in color, I tied my vintage red scarf that I got from Beijing, and I tied it around my neck as a little necklace. So it's a really nice pop in color. And I also braided my hair and I tuck it in. So it's a very nice braided hair style at the back. And what I did, it got a bit too cold, I realized. So I also took on my Max Mara coat and then put it on. And lastly, this is Christmas. So this is Christmas last year, and it's not, I think it's quite winterish, but I didn't wear it in an actual winter kind of season. I thought the colors were very nice. So what I did was to wear my long sleeves jigsaw dress. I got this dress one of the summers a long time ago in London, and I really like it because it's a nice big flowy dress. Very easy to wear, very easy to style. It's actually one of my friend's favorite dress of mine. So did that, put a bun in my hair, put a hair stick in there, and to get the pop in color because it's Christmas. I think I associate Christmas with red, red and green. So I took my big Phantom Celine luggage bag, which is big bright red. So the red and green, the contrast is really nice, especially in the winter season, winter time, Christmas time. It's a very nice pop in color. So that concludes my winter. Next we'll go to autumn and spring. I find autumn and spring to be very similar in styles because it is warm but still quite cool, which means light light material, light fabric, but usually long sleeves or it covers more of my body as opposed to spring. So the big extremes will be winter and spring, winter and summer, and everything in the middle. I just kind of group them together, autumn and spring. I know some people have different kind of color palettes for that. Spring will be more floral, hence see floral for me because it's springtime now. And autumn will be a bit more, you know, earthy colors. For me, I don't really care. I care about how I want to show up, and it works both ways. So the the first one of spring autumn is me at a conference, and I think that in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. This is really cool because I didn't need to cover up, but I thought it'd be very nice because I'm speaking on stage, and there will be Saudis around, so I think it'd be quite nice to cover up. What I did was I wore my long sleeve, kind of like a shirt maxi dress situation with a tie in the front, so it really cinches in my waist, and it has a very nice silhouette. It's all earthy colors, very nice silhouette. And what I did to top it off is to put my ombre, um, kind of like a sandy beige with green. It's ombre, and then just put it around me like a headscarf. And it's not really a headscarf per se. I just put it on and take the ends, tie it around my neck, just like what I'm doing with the strings of my hat. And that's it. I think it looks very elegant. It looks very clean. I've got hair off of my face, and I still look very presentable because my hands were covered. I was covered all the way to my ankles. I wore simple ballet flats, but I could still show off my body in an elegant way, and it's not vulgar. Oh, this is something I really like. So this was last year when I was in London for one of the photo galleries exhibition in springtime, and I I wore this with the I wore this because it was easy, but my goodness, at this point, people were staring so much. I wonder if I'm one of the exhibit in the photo gallery. So the blazer is from Oscar de la Renta. It comes as a set, and I think I will feature that set. Will I feature the set later? Oh, I'm not going to feature the set later. But anyway, it comes as a set. And when I bought the set, I was really drawn to the blazer because I thought it's beautiful. It has this patch print, and it has lots of funky colors on it. It's very 70s because it is from the 70s. 70s, late 70s, early 80s. So I really liked it. And I brought my entire set with me, but I wanted a bit different in style. So what I did was to wear my jumpsuit, my tube top jumpsuit in white chiffon. And it's really nice because as I move, it has two layers to the legs part. As I move, the chiffon kind of flows with me and walks with me. It's very nice. I think spring and autumn for me, it's about bias cuts. And you see that a lot of my items, they will have a lot of bias cuts. It's beautiful, it's elegant. I got a belt, black belt with gold hardware, and then just throw on my blazer. It was absolutely beautiful. And I wore one of my vintage heels, and it's made in Spain. I forgot what the name is, but it's really comfortable. I walked all around London the whole day in that heels, the kitten heels, and my feet were fine. The next one is, of course, it's springtime, so you have to feature flowers. And this is one of my favorite fits. So what I have is a very simple linen top, just all white, except you see a different texture. The collar area has this very nice lace crochet flower design pattern. And it's three-dimensional. So it's a nice little pop in feature, not in color, but in feature and texture. And then I wore my Primark floral skirt. This will not die. This skirt has been with me for 10 years now, and it's still going very strong. I don't know how it's doing it, but good job to this skirt. It's very nice, elegant, it's very cute, and it's perfect for spring. I wear it every spring. I mix it with my Louis Vuitton bag. So it's my mom's Louis Vuitton bag actually. So the bag comes with a different strap, but the strap is from Marc Jacobs. It's just a lot thicker and broader, which I think it looks a lot more casual than the thin strap that it comes with. And what I did was to tie my mom's vintage silk scarf on it to give a pop in color. So that silk scarf has magenta, which matches the color of my skirt, and then also green, which I thought is very grassy, leafy kind of green, which is very nice to pair with flowers. So it's a little pop because everything is very pink and white, and I need a pop in green. And then this is where I wore like not sneakers. Sneakers, maybe they're called sneakers. I don't own anything like that anymore, but this was a long time ago. Oh, next one was last year. Again, in the same way, I'm highlighting this this skirt. I wear this skirt a lot every spring. And it's actually one of my favorite skirts to wear in spring. So I wore this skirt again because it's very pink, red, maybe purple blue. I wanted a pop in color which is green. And so I pair it with my green Prada crew neck t-shirt top. And of course I've got this this floral headband, also from Primark. Bought it on the same day. And I wore it as a little headband. And then this was a simple casual day. I I had dinner with my brother, so I just got my little bag from Dior, put it all together. I mean, if you look at this picture, how can you tell me it is not spring? The other one is again spring in Milan. In Milan, I didn't want to have too floral and girly because I find Milan a little bit more put together, a bit more chic than girly or floral. So what I did was I wore a bodysuit, a lace bodysuit as base. Remember the scarf that I wore in Riyadh that I wore as a headband, as a headscarf? Well, now I transform it into a shirt. It's super cool. The shirt has a little hood as well, and I really like the contrast in color because I remember I said the scarf has an ombre style. One is green, one is sandy cream straw color. So the way I wore this was to style it in a way where the green shows as the front panel, and then the sandy part, the sandy straw color, yellow color, is the rest of the top. And it's one scarf that I could rewear in so many different ways. I wore this and went shopping. It's really fun, but if you want to be trying a lot of clothes, you have to take it on and off again. It gets a little bit annoying. So it's much better if you're not shopping and you don't have to try on clothes that I'll wear it this way. And this trousers is one of my most used spring trousers. So my favorite trousers is the corduroy one, and that it's very warm, so I only use it in wintertime. But on other occasions, and I need trousers, especially for a more formal work event, I would wear this trousers. It's really nice because it's not just your usual trousers that buttons at the front. It closes at the front, but then you tie it at the side, so it has a little color detail. And I really like it because I want to look put together, business formal kind of thing, and chic. At the same time, I want a little oomph in the clothes because I don't want to just look normal. I do want to have a little pop in something, and this is my pop in something. And with my earrings, I got a handmade 18 karat gold earrings that my mom got in Taipei. The next one is actually one of my favorites to wear, but I think it's more appropriate to wear it in Western countries than Eastern countries. So I rarely wear this dress, but it's one of my favorite dresses. It's one of my favorite styles of dresses, but I think it might be too much for Eastern societies. So it's this really, really deep V maxi dress in very cute light pink chiffon. And it it has a very nice deep V. It has a bit of a corset thing on your waist, and it's a very nice long dress with a slit that opens up. So it's put together as it's quite covered with a hint of something. And so I think it's better for the Western wall and not the Eastern wall. So I wore that, and because it was a bit chilly, what I did was to wear my Zimmerman wrap dress as a little coat. So my Zimmerman wrap dress is 100% silk. It's extremely soft, and because I can layer them out, it has this balloon sleeves as well. So I thought the balloon sleeves is a very nice touch to the pink that I have below, to the sateen that I have below. Because the sateen. So the thing is, when I walked around, it was very windy, so it was flying a lot. So I have to keep making sure my dress doesn't fly too much. And but the sleeves have a balloon sleeve, so have a balloon design, which means the ends of the sleeves are kind of zipped up, and so the sleeves can be flying a little bit more. So I really like that contrast. It's very flowy and free, but the ends are zipped up together to to so that it's controlled. So it's free and controlled, and I think that stark contrast is very fun. Contrast in color, in texture, in flow are things that I really like, especially in autumn, springtime. So I wore it with my Cartier Santos watch, and then I just took my laptop with my laptop sleeve around, and it's simple jewelry. Really, really fun. I enjoy wearing this. It was also lots of stare, especially in Milan, and yeah, I didn't wear it again. I should probably wear it out again. Oh, this is one of my favorites. So I was in Tbilisi, and it was after a long conference. I took my mom with me, so I was quite exhausted, and I didn't really get to enjoy the sunshine because it's going to be winter soon. So went to a rooftop with my mom. We had coffee, we had tea, we had some snacks, and we were just sitting there chatting. And the sun was just beautiful. It's not one of these sad autumn days. It was a beautiful, sunny, bright, chill autumn day, and it's chilly, but because of the sunshine was just shining on me, I didn't have to wear my coat. I wore a blazer that day, so I didn't have to wear my blazer. And again, it's the same tube chiffon jumpsuit that I wore for the photo library or for the photo exhibition in London. Same thing, wore it with a belt, and this time I changed it up. So I think I tied my hair into a bun, and then I bought this floral hairband from one of the shops in Tbilisi. Then I wore it on. It's very nice. It's very fun. It's very chic, and I would say that I think the way I dress could make me look like I'm in my late teens, early 20s, which I've got mistaken many times, or I could look a lot much older and more professional, like in my early mid 30s. So because of the conference, I've been looking like my early mid 30s for a while, and I wanted to bring out that young chicky side of me out again. So yeah, had that, wore this, and it was really fun. The wind was blowing. We were on a rooftop. It was beautiful. It was very quiet, very peaceful. A couple of tables down, there were only two tables that's full. My mom and I, and a couple of tables down with some German guys. And you could see that they were definitely talking about us because every time they keep going to the toilet, and to go to the toilet, they have to pass by our table. They can either go outside to pass by our table and go into the door, or go into the door much closer to the table and walk inside towards the toilet. And they will keep walking past our table, and they would just keep staring quite a bit. And I thought that was quite funny. Okay, last one. This is one of my favorite styles because I liked it so much. I wore it, the entire outfit. I wore it again about 2 weeks later. So this is a monochrome in red kind of style. I think red alone is, I associate it with spring and autumn. Red and green, or red and some other colors, I associate it a bit more with Christmas. So this is pretty much all reddish in texture. Red and gold. I think red and gold is perfect. So a lot of gold jewelry, as you can see, a lot of gold jewelry. I've got my vintage Givenchy earrings that I have from my mom. And then I did a bun with my hair stick, and that's gold. The I wore my Ferragamo long sleeve top, and it has a big keyhole cut out at the back, and I really like that fun chic. It's like um business in the front and party at the back kind of thing. I could also tie a ribbon in the front and just make the top a bit more close. But because I've got all these um jewelry stack that I have, the necklace stack that I have, I left it open and I thought that was very chic. It reminds me of one thing I like about those hood hoodies with a hood is that you have this two long strings hanging down. I don't know, I just liked it very much. And so I like the designer style that I see over here. I paired it with my skirt, my suede skirt from Seoul. I was in Korea last year actually. Then I went shopping a little bit and I bought this cute skirt. And again, red and red. Back then, my only red bag was this Celine Phantom red bag. Now I have a lot more red bags from my mom. So anyway, I paired it up this way because it's all red and red and it's really, really fun. I wore the similar style, so the same top and the same bottom for a Christmas party a couple weeks after. And I didn't have a bag and I changed a bit of the jewelry. But in general, I like this stuff. All right, let's move on to summer because it's probably one of my favorite seasons. I keep saying favorite because I genuinely like everything that I have, everything that I own, everything that I've styled. And life is pretty fun. If it's not favorite things you do, then what's the point, right? Anyway, let's go into summer. Oh, this is really fun because it was an art exhibition that I got invited to, and it's it featured a lot of different galleries that they brought to Singapore, and they were showcasing it. So it's a day that you could go and go into these little galleries, take a look at them, and they're all from around the world. They primarily featured a lot of Korean artists. So I wanted to wear this dress for a very long time. So I got this dress, this polka dot dress, and the first time I saw it, I thought, oh wow, this is so 50s. But when I got it on me, it didn't really flatter my body. So I brought it to the auntie, tailored it a bit more it was a bit too A-line for me. And so I tailored it to be a bit more hourglass. So it fitted me a lot better. And boy, it's beautiful. I I threw on this dress, and then I wore a little like a beret kind of thing. It's a woolen beret. I got it from it's a vintage from the US. It's vintage. It even has a union tag on it. I believe it's the 70s or 80s. So it's really cute beret. It's also white. And then I paired it with a simple scarf. So again, I did it something similar to what I have on my neck. Just put it around and then like did a simple knot. And that scarf is the one that I hung on the Louis Vuitton bag. So it's a vintage scarf from my mom. See, I reuse a lot of my stuff in different ways, you know. So that scarf, instead of tying on my bag, I tied it around my neck. And so at the back and the front you see just white, but at the back it's a magenta and green. And then wore my Centaur's watch because the vibe is gold. No, it's silver and black and white. So I just took my Gucci clutch. It's a very old, very rare Gucci clutch that I have, and it's nothing big. You don't know it's Gucci at all, and I love it. So it comes in two leather. One is patent leather, and one is box leather, which I really like the contrast with a little silver hardware buckle. I think it's palladium. Really, really love this outfit. In fact, every time I wear this dress, and however I style it, people always ask, "Are you an artist?" And in fact, at that gallery, at that exhibition where they had a lot of galleries, there are a lot of gallery owners who kept asking me, "Oh wow, are you an artist?" And I was like, "Oh wow, thank you. That's so sweet of you for saying that." Okay, next, this is summer in London. There is nothing like a beautiful summer day in London. Seriously, of all the places in the world, of all kinds of events in the world, my favorite place to be is a beautiful summer day in London. Mamma mia, it's the best. So this was a pretty chill day actually. I actually wore this halter neck. So this is a Burberry halter neck. I got it when I was like 15 years old, 14 or 15 years old, really young. And then I paired it with this sateen skirt that I have. It's actually part of a two-piece, and I don't know where the top went, but I gave the skirt to someone when I was in London. And then what else did I have? Okay, so I got a bag, a little backpack that it's from my mom. She has it. This is a bag every time it's in my possession. I wear the crap out of it. I wear it so much, and it has been fixed twice already because my mom uses it a lot and I use it a lot too because it's a really nice, cute backpack. It's not very backpack like. It's like a nice casual backpack, very feminine, and did a bun on my hair and sunglasses. So easy, simple, chic. You know what? I'm still using this phone as of today. It's been at least 4 years that I'm using this phone. Next one is recently. It's just this year, a couple of weeks ago. I wanted uh I wanted something chic, effortless, easy, And for some reason it got to be something very all related to Hermes. So the dress that I have is from Lemaire, and Lemaire used to be the creative director of Hermes. So I really love this style. It's a waffle knit jersey, 100% cotton dress, and oh my god, one of my favorite dresses. I know I need to take care of it because it's very very white, and every time if I have too much sunblock, it when I wear it on, take it off, the collar can get a bit dirty. So I'm taking care of this quite a bit, but I love it. It's so casual. It's so easy. It's just a nice. It's not. It's like a bit of an oversized dress, but it flows so perfectly well with my body. So that's one hint of MS because he used to be the creative director at MS. The bag that I'm holding, of course, it's MS. It's the MS Kelly 40 in transparent vinyl. I put my laptop in there because it's running some errands, and then I threw in a scarf. I didn't want everything to be overly MS. I want hints of MS, and that's why I put a scarf in there that's not MS. And I have a lot of Hermes scarves, but I didn't want too much Hermes. I'm not an ambassador of Hermes, for goodness sake. So I threw in a scarf because scarves are usually very, very linked to Hermes. So I just threw a scarf in there. I also threw the red scarf. In fact, the red scarf that I featured a few times over here, including when I was in Hong Kong, the winter one, and I turned that scarf into a necklace, same scarf. See, I wear my things, the same things all the time. Actually, considering that I have 280 over items, I'm featuring a lot of repeats over here, you see? And these are all my favorites. So I threw that scarf in there. It's really fun. And a funky geometric earrings that I got in Tbilisi. And for the shoes, the sandals, I actually wanted to wear my MS loafers. But because I was going to do my nails, I needed open toes. Hence, I wore these sandals I got from Milan. These are actually from Centope, the brand. Oh, the next one. This is really fun because I wore something similar the other day, yesterday actually. So this is a white and blue style that I'm going for. I had lunch with a friend, and I've been talking about t-shirts. You can see that I don't really wear t-shirts at all. But I want a nice, good white t-shirt. And my friends, I keep talking to my friends about it, and they keep asking, why do you need a t-shirt? Do you even wear a t-shirt? And so this is an example, exhibit A of me wearing a t-shirt. This t-shirt is so I just wore a regular t-shirt, and I took this is a Jim Thompson and Four Seasons collaboration for scarf. I turned it into the same necklace that I wore in the Hong Kong springtime one, where I used a red scarf. So this uses 90 by 90. That was 70 by 70. So I use a much bigger scarf, and you can see that the pattern is a lot thicker than a 90 by 90. Anyway, I use that scarf as a necklace. And then I wore this electric electric blue embroidered shorts. I don't remember where I got these shorts, but I have them for at least 10 years. At least 10 years. And I could feel my weight shift over the last 10 years. Sometimes it's very tight and I can't wear it. Sometimes it's loose that I can wear it. So yeah, I wore this shorts. It's very nice. These shorts goes with everything. Yesterday I wore it with my Burberry checkered shirt, and it goes perfectly together. These shorts, I've been wanting to get rid of them, but they work with everything. I am not going to get rid of them. I wanted to get rid of them because they're quite short. They are quite short because it's very high waist and they are quite short. I'm not a fan of showing a lot of my legs, but if it's a casual day, this is the perfect casual shorts. And then I paired it with my little jewelry that I made. So this is something that I've seen on some people. It's like a thigh jewelry where it's like a instead of a necklace for your arms, it's a necklace for your thighs. I thought that was very cute, and I've been looking on Pinterest for quite a while. I was talking to my mom one day. My mom's like, "Oh, this is easy to make. I'll make it one for you. I'll make one for you." And yes, I have it. I worn this thigh jewelry maybe 3 times total because I need to wear like shorts to do that. So I don't always wear shorts like that. Maybe I could wear something where the slit is very high and I could do that thigh jewelry. Probably. That'd be quite fun. But anyway, I just want to show you that t-shirts can be easy, chic, and elegant too. It's not just a plot of clothes. You can look chic in a t-shirt. Next one is this one from my this top is from my mom. It's really fun. This is really fun. This is a romper that my mom bought in Australia 30 odd years ago. I think she had this before she had me. And it came with straps. But I could not fit that, so I took the straps out and went to the auntie and said, "Can you make the bust area bigger?" And so now it becomes a tube romper. And I just paired it with this leather belt I got in Italy. And my goodness, I have been wearing this outfit, this tube top, this tube romper and belt for a crazy long time, a very long time. Okay, it's embarrassing how long it has been, but I wear this so many times. This combination, and then my usual bracelets. One bracelet that goes all the way to my upper arm, and then my Chloe Drew mini Drew bag. Okay, the next one is chic with a hint of sexy. So actually, these two pieces, I didn't want to have them anymore because I thought I've been using them I have them for more than 10 years now. I don't really wear them. Maybe I don't have to wear them. But I wore them one more time to figure out if I want to keep them or not. But oh my God, I'm definitely keeping them. So this top is this woolen crop top that I have, and it's nice. It can be a bit hot in summertime, but if you're always indoor and you're going from car to place to car, it's completely fine. So I wore that woolen crop top, and yeah, it always looks very nice and chic on me. Then this skirt that I have, this skirt is beautiful. Okay, it's a bias cut, so it's very very flowy. I don't know how they do it, but it's one piece that they wrap around, and then they sew the ends. They sew the sides together. You can see the detail, and then it lets the entire dress just skirt just flow down. It has a big slit as well. So as I'm walking, it hugs my body. It hugs my lower body very very beautifully, like beautiful, Mamma Mia kind of stuff. But every time I walk, the dress flows with me, very very elegant. And then it has hints as I'm walking. You know that the slit is to my mid thighs, so the hint is just beautiful. It's chic with hints of sexiness. And then I just pair it with my box leather Ferragamo with gold chain. Next one is Capri. I was in Capri last spring summer, and I wore my giant hat. Not this hat, another hat. I turned my scarf. This is one of my favorite scarves. Turn my scarf into a top, and then pair it with the shorts that I'm wearing right now. So linen pro white shorts with a belt. And I was just taking a picture over there, and then a stranger stopped, stared, and then my mom's like, "Do you want to go?" He's like, "No, no, no, it's okay." So just stop and stare until I finish taking a picture. Then he told my mom, "Oh, your daughter is so beautiful. Congratulations." And then he left. So that was quite funny. And last one in summer, it's is this okay, so I wanted something chic and elegant. And 2 years ago, I bought summer gloves. So I do have winter gloves, but I also have summer gloves. So I wore this summer silk gloves with out. I don't know where I was going. I was going to watch ballet. Yeah, so I wore gloves, and then I got this linen cotton dress. I have two linen summer dresses that I really really love. In fact, I have a lot of summer dresses, but if I feature them, this video will go on forever. So I only want to show one of the summer dresses. This is not even my favorite summer dress. So I wore summer dress, gloves, my Dior bag, sunglasses, and ready to go. Very easy, very chic. I think summer dresses are the reason why I love summer, because you just wear one dress, throw it on, and you're ready to go. And everyone thinks you put a lot of effort to look put together. All right, finally, the other stunners, because I think it's important to look chic, elegant, or whatever season, but sometimes you just want to dress down and be a bit more casual or dress up for special occasions, and I just want to highlight them. So this is one of the outfits that I wear a lot. In fact, a lot that I need to stop wearing them and change out because I'm just using my garments too much and they need to rest, and I have a lot of other garments to be worn. So the top is the Xenia top, and the bottom is the straw linen shorts, and then I've got my boat shoes from Milan. I wear this outfit a lot because they're easy, they're nice to go cycling and run errands. They look put together, they look super casual, they look like you spend zero time, but you look so effortless and chic, and they look like a model off duty kind of look. To me, it's perfect. It's exactly my style. I'm changing them. I've changed them quite a bit. This Xenia top is a little bit oversized because it's a men's shirt. I do have the Polo Ralph Lauren slim fit version. I do have a bunch of more tape. I've got a made to measure ones. I've got a lot of different versions, but I think this oversized one is perfect for this dress down casual look. This is what I wore to a conference, and oh, I love this because one of the things I do want to keep emphasizing is that don't be afraid to show up. Dare to show up, dare to make a point, dare to be a statement person as you enter a room. And this is one of them. So this this dress that I have is this is a Kenzo A-line neoprene dress. I love this so much. But I thought the color was always a bit bright, and the style is a bit more, it really molds to my body. So it might not always be appropriate for work. However, what I did was to pair it with a bag, like the same Ferragamo box leather bag. And instead of the top handle, I use the strap, the crossbody strap instead. Put it with a blazer and a gold dragonfly brooch, and then a high heels. Now it looks proper. It looks formal, presentable. At the same time, when you enter the room, people will remember and notice you. I love that. Super easy. Conferences don't need to be all black and funeral tones. Next one is what I call an ode to heritage. One of the things I want to start wearing a lot more this year is to wear more of my qipao or cheongsams. Is this Chinese dress? This is the dress that caught my eye in Beijing a few years ago, and I really liked it. My family loves the other one, so I also bought the other one. But this is a lot easier because it's not too formal looking. The others are very, very formal looking. Like if you go to a wedding, you wear that kind of thing. So this is nice because it's little fun colors, it's lace, it's silk, and it's not very tight fitting. So it's a lot more fluid. I actually did some chores in this before. So it's elegant, it's chic, but it's also very practical. The other one is culture with a twist. Again, because I'm wearing a lot more qipao. This this one is a more of a Western twist of qipao. This one has my this one is it's a lot more fitted. So this fits me off the rack. It's crazy. I love how well I look in this. It fits me very well off the rack, and it's just a lot more fitting to the body. So it's more appropriate to go for dinner to catch up with friends, but not to do chores in. So it's not your classic cuts of the Chinese qipao. This is a bit more of a Western style, modernized version of qipao. And yeah, it's still nice. I like it very much. I paired it with my Chloe Mini Drew bag. I like my Chloe Mini Drew bag. As you can see, this is one of the bags that I pair a lot with in my favorite 27 outfits. And last one. This is an absolute head turner. I love this because nothing you see on me looks like it's fancy brands. Nothing, absolutely nothing. But this is quite an expensive outfit from head to toe. So instead of butting my entire hair up, I did half up, half down. And with my earrings, I got these very nice earrings with four like diamond stones. And then I got my sunnies. I got a diamondette choker necklace that my mom got as well. It's not for my mom. And then I got these Hermes dress. This dress also comes with a belt, but I didn't use the belt. I just wore the dress. And this is, yeah, Hermes is really interesting. They're very inconsistent with size. So the top that I have is 36. I usually wear 36. That runs a bit big. This is 38, but it fits me perfectly. So Hermes is very inconsistent with sizing. So this is an Hermes dress. It comes with these prints of jewel, and that's why I wore a lot more jewels and stones because it's quite the same kind of vibe. And it's silk on the front, cashmere on the side. Love this dress very much. It's considering how hot the place is, this was perfect. I did not feel any perspiration or sweat or whatever. It was perfect. I was running errands in this as well. Got my wicker bag, and then also my Chanel flats, Chanel ballerina flats, and then my Cartier Centos. It's really crazy because if you just look at this, it looks normal. There's zero brands showing. Absolutely not. Even you can't even see the brands from my bag because I was doing the whole twilly to kind of cover as much as possible. I don't want to see nothing. You cannot see anything about the brand. But the quality is so good that as I'm walking, as I'm just running errands, people were just turning, people were stopping to just look, people stop talking as well, people stop walking, and they were just looking. And to me, I think that is how I enjoy showing up. It's not your reputation is not through, it's show, not tell. I don't have to keep telling people, oh, I am this, I'm this, this is who I am, this is my identity. But you can tell from the way I show up, the way I dress. No, it's not logos telling you what it is, but it's the way it's all put together, the way I style, the way it fits me. It's just perfect. All right, that's a very, very, very long video. And yes, that is my favorite outfits. Till then, bye.